In the not-too-distant future, a starship USG Killian is being sent to the planet Aegis 7 to investigate a distress signal sent by the mining ship USG Ishimura. The year is 2508. Isaac Clarke is one of the crew members of Killian. And it doesn't begin well, as a series of malfunctions affect a massive crash of the ship, and there are not many survivors. When Killian members enter Ishimura, it turns out it's invited by some mutant beasts that look a bit similar to what we saw in the Thing movie. After a brief encounter with the creatures, it turns out that there are only 3 survivors. And since Isaac is an engineer and the rest of the party are Commander Zach Hammond and computer specialist Kendra Daniels, well, guess who is going to be sent downtown to repair pretty much everything. Since that point, Isaac has a lot of running around being scared to hell by bare-naked freaks and killing them with bare hands. The others pretty much sit around doing nothing while Isaac single-handedly slaughters an army of those ugly naked human worms. Well, at least he has a combat suit with some pretty cool equipment that also can be upgraded. While running around the Ishimura decks fixing stuff, Isaac finds a lot of audio logs, and adding them one by one turns them into a story of Captain Matthias. Okay, so Matthias is a devoted unitologist. That's a distant future religion cult, very powerful as it turns out. During an illegal mining on Aegis 7, the Ishimura crew found the red marker, the most valuable relic of unitology. So from this point it was pretty much screw the mining, let's get some of this red marker. And they did, but it affected everyone and people went crazy. They started killing each other. There was also this Terence Kane guy who tried to stop Matthias but only managed to kill him accidentally. Then the marker spread some alien virus that turned all the corpses to necromorphs. So what we deal with here is pretty much space alien zombies. But wait, there's more. Isaac made all the necessary repairs and they were able to contact USM Valor ship. But earlier, someone, and by someone I mean Zach Hammond, jettisoned an escape pod with necromorph inside. Long story short, Valor captures it, things get really medieval out there, and the ship crashes. But since investigating the wreck by Hammond showed that Valor was rather sent to destroy Ishimura than to rescue anybody, it all worked out well for Isaac and the rest. Soon after that, Hammond gets killed by Necromorph and Dr. Kane enters the stage. The last survivor from Ishimura insists on returning Marker to Aegis 7, believing that it can restrain the hive mind, a creature that controls necromorphs. So, they load the Marker to the shuttle, but then, all of a sudden, Kendra murders Kane and betrays Isaac, revealing her true face. A government operative ordered to retrieve the Marker for her superiors. Little background story about the Marker itself reveals that the mysterious Marker was placed on Aegis 7 by the government just to test how it will work. Kendra leaves on the shuttle without Isaac, but luckily there's Nicole who is able to help Isaac recall the shuttle via remote pilot. Who the hell is Nicole, you ask? Well, she's Isaac's girlfriend and medical officer aboard the Ishimura, who he encountered briefly earlier in the game. Isaac takes the Marker back to the colony, pacifying the hive mind and creating a dead space that makes all necromorphs in the area dormant. Sweet! But not that sweet, as it also disturbed the gravity tethers, keeping Aegis 7 from tearing itself apart. Kendra starts to take the Marker back to the shuttle, and she shows Isaac through a recovered distress transmission that Nicole committed suicide via lethal injection before Isaac even arrived on the Ishimura. His visions of her were pretty much Marker attempts to bring itself back to the planet, so now it's a battle to take the Marker back or not to take the Marker back. And this one is interrupted by the hive mind itself. The Thing reawakens, kills Kendra and duels Isaac to the death. After dealing with the bigger worm, Isaac leaves the Marker and escapes in the shuttle before the colony gets destroyed. Then he watches Nicole's first transmission again, now knowing how it ends. He turns it off and